Hello dear students, today we are going to start the very important topic of chapter 10, that is congruence of triangles. In this topic we will discuss about the congruency of triangles. Here is a conversation between Astridek and Robinum. Astridek is asking, in the cases discussed earlier, we measured lengths and angles. We measured lengths and angles. Does that mean to check for congruence of triangles, we have to measure all the sides and angles? But no, Robinam is saying not necessarily. There are so many ways to find triangle congruence. One of them is superposing. So this is a one important method to find the congruency of triangles, that is superposing. In this method we will superpose one triangle over the another. Two triangles are congruent if they are copies of each other. If any two triangles are congruent, two triangles will be congruent if they are copies of each other. Then, and when superposed, they cover each other exactly. These two triangles should cover each other exactly. Only then we can say that the two triangles are congruent. Let us understand this with the help of example given below. In this example, we are given two triangles XYZ and DEF. You will see that triangle XYZ and DEF are of the same size and shape. We can see that they are of same size and same shape. So when triangle XYZ is placed over triangle DEF, then X will fall on D, Y falls on E and Z falls on F. So these vertices will fall on each other. Also, line segment XY, that is side XY, falls along DE. YZ falls along EF and ZX falls along FD. So these sides will fall on each other. From this figure we can see that X will fall on D. So they are corresponding to each other. This is a very important word in congruency of triangles, corresponds. So X corresponds to Y. X corresponds to D, Y corresponds to E and Z corresponds to F. So these triangles will correspond each other. We can say that the vertex X corresponds to vertex Y corresponds to vertex E and vertex Z corresponds to vertex F. We can write it in this form: X corresponds to D, Y corresponds to E and Z corresponds to F. This is the sign of correspondence. This is sign of correspondence. This is in vertices. This correspondence is between vertices, and this is correspondence in sides. Similarly, the corresponding sides of the triangles can be written as XY corresponds to DE, YZ corresponds to DF and YZ corresponds to EF. And the corresponding angles of the two triangles can be written as angle X corresponds to angle D, angle Y corresponds to angle E and angle Z corresponds to angle F. We cannot write them alternatively. We have to write them in correct order. So this is the correspondence of vertices, sides and angles. We have to see their order. Only then we can say that these are corresponding to each other. The triangles given above are congruent triangles, so it can be written as triangle XYZ is congruent to triangle DEF. This is a sign of congruency. Triangle XYZ is corresponding to congruence to triangle DEF. Then there is example. Name all the corresponding parts of the following congruent triangles. We are given triangle ABC is congruent to triangle QRP. Under the correspondence, ABC corresponds to QRP. That means ABC corresponds to QR and P. And we cannot write QRP as PQR or RPQ. Its order is very important. The order of these triangles or angles is very important. So here we have to write all the corresponding parts, that is corresponding vertices, corresponding angles and corresponding sides. Corresponding vertices are A is corresponding to Q, vertex B is corresponding to vertex R and vertex C is corresponding to vertex P. So it is written in this form. Then corresponding sides. AB corresponds to QR, BC corresponds to RP and AC corresponds to QP. Then similarly angles. Angle A corresponds to angle Q, angle B corresponds to angle R and angle C corresponds to angle P. So these are the corresponding parts of these two congruent triangles. Next there is remember box, and this is very important thing to remember. The order of letters in the names of congruent triangles displays the corresponding relationship. जो ऑर्डर है कॉन्ग्रुएंट ट्रायंगल्स का, दैट डिस्प्लेज द कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग रिलेशनशिप. ऑर्डर डिस्प्लेज द कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग रिलेशनशिप. what is the relationship between the two corresponding sides, angles or vertices. Thus when we write triangle PQR is congruent to triangle MNO, this means that P lies on M, Q lies on N and R lies on O. This is the meaning of correspondence. Similarly, it is about sides. PQ falls along MN, QR falls along NO and PR falls along MO. Next is example. If triangle MNO is congruent to triangle XYZ, then write the parts of triangle MNO that corresponds to angle X. Which angle is corresponding to angle X? Angle X is written in the starting of this triangle. So in the starting of this triangle there is written M. So angle M and angle X are corresponding to each other. So we can say that angle X corresponds to angle M. Similarly, YZ. What is the corresponding part of YZ? This is YZ, that is first two letters of this triangle, and similarly we have to write first two letters of this triangle. So these are corresponding to each other, that is side MN and side XY. These are corresponding to each other. But here is YZ. Here is YZ. YZ are the last two letters. So we have to take the last two letters of this triangle. So NO and YZ. These are corresponding to each other. Similarly, XZ. For XZ, XZ is corresponding to MO. XZ is corresponding to MO. So this is the correspondence. Next, there is conversation between Robonom and Klonedek. Robonom is saying, Klonedek, congruent triangles can be superposed on each other, correct? Then Klonedek says, correct. Can you superpose the triangles given below that such that A lies on P, B lies on Q and C lies on R? Yes, they can be superposed on each other. That is, we can superpose triangle ABC on triangle PQR. That is, we can superpose angle, vertex A on vertex P, B on Q and C on R. These can be superposed on each other and they lie exactly on each other. Can you superpose the triangles given on the next page such that A lies on Q, B lies on R and C lies on P? On next page we are given these triangles. These two triangles are there, and here we cannot place A on Q, B on R and C on P. We cannot place them in this way. So Klonedek says, no, all the vertices ABC cannot be simultaneously on the vertices QR, P respectively. They cannot be superposed on each other. Correct? Mathematically, we can say that these two triangles cannot be superposed exactly as A corresponds to P, not Q. Here A is corresponding to P, not Q. A is corresponding to P. So we cannot place A on Q. This is not possible. So therefore when we place A on Q, the exact superposition cannot be done. In congruence, corresponding parts are very important. Then these are not corresponding, so corresponding parts are very important to superpose them. Next is criteria for congruence of triangles. To check the congruency of triangles, one method we have done is superposing method, but superposing method is not used on all the triangles, because we cannot superpose every triangle on another triangle. This is not possible in all the cases. So there is one more method to find the congruency of triangles, that is the congruence criterions. Congruence criterions. First congruence criterion is triple S, that is side, side, side. And in total there are 4 congruence criterions. In total there are 4 congruence criterions. First of all, there is side, 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 that is triple S congruence criterion. In this, we will take all the sides of a triangle, that is 3 sides of a triangle. Here is conversation. Robinum says, take a triangle ABC with AB is equal to 5 cm, BC is equal to 7 cm and CA is equal to 4 cm. So this is a triangle ABC. And take another triangle PQR with PQ is congruent to AB, QR congruent to BC and RP congruent to CA. We have to take one more triangle PQR so that these sides are congruent. PQR, and these sides should be congruent to AB, BC and CD respectively. If we try to superpose the two triangles, we will see that the vertices A, B and C of triangle ABC coincide with the vertices P, Q and R. Coincide means overlap. These vertices will overlap the vertices P, Q, R of triangle PQR respectively. Then that means the two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR? Yes, absolutely. When the two triangles are congruent, then each angle and each side of one triangle is equal to corresponding angle and side of the other. If we are given that two triangles are congruent, then each angle and each side, that is all the elements, all the components of one triangle is equal to corresponding angles and sides of the other. So we have angle A is equal to angle P, B is equal to Q and C is equal to R. This is about angles and this is about sides, that is AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR and CA is equal to RP. Then this is meaning of triple S congruence criterion. If three sides of a triangle are equal to, if we have one triangle and its all three sides are equal to the corresponding sides of another triangle. We have two triangles. All the three sides of this triangle are equal to corresponding sides of this triangle. If it is equal, then the two triangles are congruent. If three sides of one triangle are equal to corresponding sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. And this is called the triple S congruence criterion, because we have used all the sides of triangles. So this is triple S congruence criterion. And now there is one example of SSS congruence criterion. Are the following triangles congruent? We are given two triangles DEF and MON, and we have to prove that these are congruent or no. And we are also given their sides. All the sides are given. So we will use here sides. DE is equal to MO because they are 6.5 centimeter. DE is equal to MO and EF is equal to ON. EF is equal to ON, that is 8.5 centimeter. Then FD is equal to NM. That means DF is equal to MN. These are 7.2 centimeter. So all these three conditions are satisfying. So we can say that these triangles are congruent. Therefore, by triple S congruence criterion, triangle DEF is congruent to triangle MON. This is by triple S congruence criterion. We can say that these triangles are congruent. So this is triple S congruence criterion. Thank you.